Emmanuel Macron and Marine Le Pen from National Rally are in this runoff now. They got through to the second stage of the presidential elections. We had a good chat about it yesterday, didn't we? They are talking now that this could be as tight as 51% to 49% in favour of Macron. That would be extraordinary.
Well, yes, indeed. But it has to be noted that in the first round already, as expected, Macron has won. But he has won by an extraordinary high score, very close to 28% of the vote. And that compares to his nearest rival, Marine Le Pen, to 23.4%, so close to 24%. Now, as the evening progressed and the votes kept being counted, the left-wing firebrand, Jean-Luc Mélenchon, kept closing the gap to the extent that he ended up with 22.2% of the vote. And this has obviously sent some disappointments among the left in general. Had they been united, they would have gone through easily between the socialists, the communists, and indeed the Green. The other far-right candidate who split the vote on the right is Éric Zemmour, who ended up with 7.2%. Now, what the other result shows us mainly is that the main two traditional parties, the Conservatives and indeed the Socialists, have absolutely collapsed, with the Socialists ending with 1.7% of the vote, and the traditional Republican Party, the Gaullist Party, with 4.8% of the vote. Now that means that because both are under 5%, they will lose the deposit. As far as the campaign is concerned. Now, you don't have to be too sophisticated a pollster to translate all the results and Mr. Macron's first-round result into what looks like to be a rather convincing victory for him in the second round. But having said that, he still has many enemies. And in his speech last night, he said that nothing was certain. And he certainly called for a wall against the far right. He used that expression referring to the so-called Republican Pact, where all major political parties and voters unite to ward off extremists and keep them out of power.